root in Cambodia.
Before we were Brahmanist Buddhist, but not Hinayana. Hinayana Buddhism preaches, you know, tolerance, non-violence, and the renunciation to strength, to force. So we became weak.
In popular songs and drama, the villains who threatened Cambodia were always its neighbours, the Thais or the Vietnamese. The art of survival was to play off one against the other. This play tells the story of one Cambodian king who married a Vietnamese princess. It was a marriage of convenience to seal an alliance with the Vietnamese. But according to the play, the king was outwitted by his Vietnamese wife. She insisted on taking Cambodian land to form what is now the south of Vietnam. Cambodia's kings were no longer warriors. They learned to live by compromise and appeasement. It would be the Vietnamese who posed the ultimate threat to Cambodia. Originally from China, the Vietnamese had pushed southwards, but their expansion to the west was checked by mountain ranges. So this natural barrier came to separate the two different cultures of Indochina. The Vietnamese were populous, imbued with Chinese realism. By contrast, the Thais, the Lao and Cambodians clung to their Indian beliefs and culture. They were less worldly and worked their land at a gentler pace. As Vietnamese numbers increased, they needed more land. Cambodians feared their ambitions.
You know, there was and there is still racial antagonism between the Vietnamese and the Cambodians. The main reason why we cannot understand each other or like each other is simply of a military nature. The Vietnamese, they are very expansionist, militarist. They are conquerors, conquérants in French. So we, the Cambodian, we are pacifist. We like peace. So when we see people so bellicose, warmongers, really we feel very uncomfortable vis-à-vis such a people.
Ironically, it was the arrival of the French that saved Cambodia from disappearing altogether. Cambodia's king actually welcomed the French when they colonized Indochina in the 1860s. He submitted to France. The kingdom became a protectorate. But that was a lesser evil than losing Cambodia completely with the Vietnamese. For their part, it suited the French to preserve Cambodia's royal courts. They'd keep Indochina divided and use figurehead kings to endorse their rule. The last thing the French wanted was to stir up political change.